Hello and welcome to week 8 of Composition 2. We are moving right along. We are the halfway mark, which is pretty incredible. We've been doing some really good work with this book review. What we're doing for this week, first thing, is that we are submitting our draft, which is pretty darn awesome. We've been working on it hard, so make sure that you have this draft submitted. It should already be submitted, actually. Should have been submitted on Sunday the 11th, no 12th, whatever day that is. I'm sorry, but we're working on our peer review, so it's going to be available on October 11th at 12 a.m. You're not able to see this, but to do that, you'll click on View Complete on this little folder in week 8, and you have to read 4 of your classmates' papers. To do that, you will be using Turnitin's Peer Mark feature, which allows you to make comments within the document and also answer a series of questions. And I believe it'll also allow you to provide some general feedback. I have some YouTube videos that should help you understand how to use that. So look at this, because we need to follow the golden rule of peer review, which is provide feedback to others as you would like to receive feedback. Meaning it needs to be useful feedback, not what I call grandma comments where she's like, oh, that's a perfect paper. I love grandmas. Sorry, I know I had you write a letter to grandma. Now I'm talking about grandma papers or grandma comments aren't very good. But, we need to be critical and helpful because this is going to make our paper better. So after that, I do want you sometime this week to do this book review reflection. I just want you to think about what you've written and kind of reflect on it. It's okay because this is a draft. It's not supposed to be perfect. You'll be getting feedback from me and from your classmates. So look forward to receiving that. Then we have our research project. I want you to think more about the research project. Again, look at this stuff. It tells you all about the paper and what we're doing. The 5 different components of this paper, which is going to be daunting at first, but as you work on it step by step, you'll see that it all just comes together nicely. So read the samples, look at the videos. I know it's not the most exciting thing, and I'm sorry, but look at those videos. It's going to help you out. The last thing that we're doing for this week is I put you together in small groups. This is going to make your work easier because I divided you by topics. So we have some groups that are only groups of 6, and I think there's one group of 12 just based on topics, but there's 6 topics. So if you click this, you're going to go to your group page. When I click it, it takes me to all the group pages. So we have health, mental health, policy, school and education, science, technology, and trafficking. If you're clicking into this and you're saying, where's my group? Nothing's coming up. Something's happened. What I've used is your Journal 2 and your Stasis discussion board to figure out what your topic is. So if your topic has changed and it doesn't seem to line up, let me know. I can move you around. What's going to happen is, let's say, you go to the discussion board, you will see just like a regular discussion board. And now we get to interact with people who are looking at similar topics. This is how research works, is that we help each other, right? We see what other people are researching and we get ideas off of that. So this is our first post. I want you to post kind of a very brief outline of what you think you're doing. It doesn't have to be perfect, but based on what you know so far. What's going to be your overview, your editorial analysis, your research argument, call to action? So, what are the 2 opposing viewpoints and where are you going to find them? What is going to be this thing that you're going to say needs to be fixed within your topic, and how are we going to fix it? Once you've done that, go through and do part 2. Look at your group members. I know for the group of 13, you're not going to do all 13 of them, but looking at about 7 of them, 6, something like that. Is the topic focused enough? Does it answer the questions? Does the call to action seem reasonable? Then, what sounds interesting? What did you learn? What questions do you have? And what sources from your research might be useful? So that's what we are looking at doing. I hope this is going to be helpful. I think it helped out my class last semester really well. So that's kind of the goal. We want to provide feedback to each other. We want to see what we are doing because we learn that way. So that is week 7. No, week 8. If we go into week 7, I have provided feedback on a lot of things. I'm still working on providing feedback to your Journal 3 from They Called Us Enemy, but they're almost done. I'm not going as quickly as I would like, but that'll be helpful with your draft. I know that draft is due very soon. So if you have questions or comments, concerns, please let me know. Contact me, several of you have, and that's been great. Love hearing from you. I love answering your questions, so please keep them coming.